I am Cynthia D'Aprix Sweeney, and I wrote The Nest. When I was working on a short story about adult siblings, it wasn't going great. And I was in New York City, and I was walking to meet my family for brunch. I was just walking past a very commercial part of town, and there were people in windows drinking mimosas and Bloody Marys, and I was just struck by the sheer number of places in proximity to one another. And I had a picture in my mind of family members who were getting together for brunch, but needed to have a drink before they could have brunch with each other, but needed to do it separately.
Right.
And so that was sort of the opening image that was the genesis for what became the first chapter in the book, actually.
What is the nest that the title refers to?
Well, the nest refers to a sum of money that the main character's dad has set up for his children to receive, but not too early in their life. He wanted them to get the money when the youngest sibling turned 40. There's 4 of them. He designed it so that they wouldn't count on it and make decisions based on getting it, which in fact, most of them have done.
Right, best laid plans. Do you think money causes problems, or money throws a spotlight on problems that were there all along?
Money's really complicated. I think maybe the way money acts in our imaginations is where the real problem is. I was half in New York, half in LA during the financial crisis of 2008.
Oh, gosh.
And what was really interesting to me about that time, as opposed to, say, people in Detroit who were losing their houses and their livelihoods, and in a really tragic way, is the Wall Street guy whose $3 million townhouse is now worth $2 million, and
Tragically.
so aggrieved,
Right.
and so angry.
Right.
And that was kind of interesting to me. Money that comes to you that is not the residue of work is very fraught. And
Right.
I think your relationship with that money and with the people who are giving you that money is very complicated.
And when you mix that in with the family dynamic,
Right.
you get,
Right.
well, first of all, you get a bestseller because it's the story everyone can relate to,
Right. Right.
family issues and money issues. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you for watching A Word on Words. I'm Mary Laura Philpott. Keep reading. Any particularly memorable reader interactions?
There was a woman one night that did not want to believe that the book wasn't actually about my family.
She thought this was like a just thinly veiled autobiographical
Well, no, she thought I was
story.
lying. I mean, she stood up and said, "Come on, you wrote it. This has got to be about your life."